Real Housewives of Salt Lake City gave us everything that we were expecting and more, and also so much tea that we need to spill about all of the other franchises and this pop culture street that are definitely screaming, and we need to mention it all. How are you guys? I hope that you're having an amazing day, and get ready because we are just gonna go crazy on this pop culture streets. If you are new here, welcome to BEVERLY Troop, where I spill the tea every single day and we mention it all. So make sure to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell. And if you are one of the lucky ones who are coming from my old channel, well, welcome again to the family, because we are fighting to bring all of our community from that dying YouTube channel to this new YouTube channel. So I'm so glad that you were able to find me. All right, guys, so let's just start because there is a lot that we need to discuss today, okay? I think that we need to start talking about what everyone else is talking, and it is the premiere of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. These girls, they know how to do amazing reality TV. Like, from the moment that episode starts, I knew it was going to be incredible. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what they have in the water over there. I have no idea. Actually, I saw a video. I'm gonna see if I found it and I posted it on my social media. I saw a video saying that it's kind of like proof that the Salt Lake, I don't know, the lake that they have next to Salt Lake City, and that they have toxins, and then it's evaporating and is making people crazy in Salt Lake City, and that might be the reason why there are so much drama on Salt Lake City. I have no idea, but there is something definitely in the air over there, because these girls are amazing. The way that they make reality TV is incredible. Now, look, we just saw the power of Lisa Barlow on this episode, because tell me why we are going first episode into a trip, and these ladies, the only thing that they can talk about is Lisa Barlow. Like, Lisa is literally living rent-free on Bronwyn's Newport, Angie Katzenevas, and Whitney Rose's mind. Like, they cannot think about anything else other than Lisa Barlow. They mentioned her name 46 times during the whole episode. Tell me that is nothing wild for a person who is not even on the episode, okay? Now, if we all remember, I remember this when they were filming, and there was all of these rumors that Lisa and Meredith were not gonna be returning to the show and blah blah blah, and it was all because they were going into negotiations, okay? But also, it is a perfect example of why Lisa is perfect for this show, because she is bigger than this show. There are a few housewives that are bigger than the actual shows, and are the housewives who actually have money, who actually have businesses, who actually have a whole life outside of the cameras, which means they can be so real because they don't really care if they get fired or not, or if they quit or not, because they don't really need the Bravo coins. And I think that is the point of jealousy for so many of the other ladies, right? Because that's it, you know, Lisa had other engagements, all right? And I think it was funny. Look, do I believe that Lisa was like, bitch, do you really think that I'm gonna go camping with Bronwyn? No. Yes, 100%. I think like someone, you know, they told something to Lisa and she was like, bitch, I don't really want to be there, you know, but I don't have to be there because at the same time, I'm literally going to be at the premiere of The Accountant 2 with Ben Affleck and Just Another Favor with Blake Lively, you know? Why? Because Lisa worked on the entertainment industry. Okay, so she gets invites to a lot of things. That's why, let's all remember, she is the Sundance Festival queen. Okay, so she has so many things going on that I believe that sometimes she actually saying no to things just to film this show, right? So the fact that she just had something else to do, I believe that maybe they told her like, why don't you go to your stuff and maybe next day you can pop in. Maybe they told her that, and then she was like, ugh, really, you want me to go RVing with Bronwyn? Like, that is just not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna go from 17C to an RV, okay, in a camping site. Like I can already like picture it. But I have to say, like, I have to applaud Lisa because honestly, she showed the power of who she is on this show. Again, because all of these ladies, the only thing that they could talk about was Lisa Barlow, which takes me to my next point, that they are literally bringing Lisa Barlow's lawsuits. Okay, and this is the funniest thing because I have been behind, I have been paying attention to every single time that there is a lawsuit, right? And how all of them are proved to, be lies or they're dismissed or whatever. And I was like, why are they really bringing this? Why is a business, a successful business, having lawsuits such a big deal to them, right? Um, if you have a big company, you know that lawsuits are a problem. Sometimes, yeah, maybe sometimes the company do things wrong, and they have to fix it. But that's the way business works. But also, there is a lot of times when you have the thirsty people who are just trying to get coins from, certain companies. Like, everything is possible when it comes to businesses. So lawsuits in a big, especially big, really huge companies is just a thing that happens. But the most important part is like, one, these are not criminal charges, this is literally civil lawsuits. And second, they have been all dismissed. So why don't we skip over this and we talk about actual criminal charges and actual bad lawsuits, like, I don't know, for example, identity theft, grand theft. Okay, like, what about like all the sketchy things that Bronwyn is going to be accused? Why don't we talk about the real reason why Whitney's business did not work out? Which she kind of like mentioned on this show, on this episode, and I was like, wait, ma'am, I mean, I think you are making a mistake. We are not talking about you failing on your business. We are talking about your MLM business being exposed on TikTok and social media and then failing. It's a little bit, it's a difference, it's a little bit of like a difference right there. But it's just like they really keep trying to poison the whole group against Lisa Barlow. And I do not understand, I will never understand why Angie Katzenevas joined that side. Because from the very beginning, Lisa just tried to be a good friend for Angie, and I don't know what Angie has against her. Now it's different. I think it has been 3 years of attack, so I don't think that they are really like friends or anything. But like, I just don't understand the whole motives behind it. I mean, the whole thing was just wow. Now, I think it was so funny that production is putting this thing together and they really trying to pin it on Angie and Mary. I love when Mary's like, I don't even know why my name is attached to this shit. Like, I did any of this. She's basically throwing production under the bus and being like, I mean, this shit is definitely not my thing. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's kind of like weird that we are watching a show about wealth and luxury and like over the top things, and they are gonna give us a trip on an RV. I think it's supposed to be funny, but like, it's kind of like, I want to be doing what the Real House of Miami are doing. I want to see these girls spend a lot of money. I want to see these girls paying $20,000 a night in a hotel. Okay, not going 8 of them on an RV to a camping site where they have to like poop in the middle of the forest. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it could be funny, but like, it's not really what Real Housewives it's supposed to be. Well, maybe some of them don't have $20,000 a night to spend on a hotel. I have no idea, but like, what are we doing over here? Anyways, it was such a pile on, like I'm glad that Meredith and Heather were having Lisa's back, but of course we all have to talk about the surprise, which was Brittany. It is so crazy to me. I mean, it was so funny to me, that Brittany will come here and say that Lisa is like a sister to her. Girl, it was giving like Sutton's delusion, when she told Carl Richards that she was another one of her sisters. Girl, it was something like that. It was just crazy. It was like, girl, come on. Now, the thing with Brittany is that she is so obsessed to be part of this group and to actually become a snowflake holder, that she will just do whatever it takes, which is good but dangerous at the same time. It's good if she's on your team, but it means that she could just flip at any point because she's just doing whatever it needs to be done to get that snowflake, right? But to go on camera and say that Lisa Barlow is like a sister to you, girl, what are you doing, Brittany? What are you doing? And then sharing the story of getting engaged and then disengaged from this guy. Oh my God. I mean, but her thirstiness is like so pure and naive that we cannot we can only be entertained by it. That's why I don't really mind her being part of this show, because her mere presence is like pressing all of the other ladies. Like, no one understands why she's there, but she's just enjoying the process and making great television in the meantime. So like we cannot be mad at Brittany for like keep trying and trying and trying. It's just like the wildest thing to watch, but like it's really, really, really good. I mean, that was kind of like the whole episode in a nutshell. Yes, they have like, they go kayaking and fishing, and we have kind of like the funny moments, and I think it's important for this season to watch with like an open mind and an open heart, and I think I'm trying to like see everyone from a different point of view. But of course, we already know who is who, and why they are acting a certain way, I mean, look, my team will always be Lisa Barlow, Meredith Marks, Heather Gay, Brittany, a little bit of Mary Cosby, and I think that's pretty much it. I sorry, like, I think Bronwyn is just going way down when it comes to Lisa Barlow for, again, no reason at all, because the only thing that Lisa Barlow did to Bronwyn was accidentally realizing that her best friend was the mother of Bronwyn's daughter's father, and then Lisa just tried to put that family back together, and that's the only thing that went like wrong, like right there, and I think Bronwyn was maybe expecting like blind loyalty or something like that, and it's like, bitch, I just met you, you know what I mean? But like, for that reason other, like, Bronwyn just decided that she needed to destroy Lisa Barlow. And I think it's like, girl, just go and clean your house first. Like, please. You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing of like, I live my life as a germaphobe. Excuse me? We literally have seen your house with the dog shed and the pee absolutely everywhere. Don't come here saying that you are a germaphobe, okay? But anyways, and Whitney lives her life as a complete fanatic of the anti-Lisa Barlow movement. Like, to me, Whitney looks like, those people on Hollywood Boulevard with the huge Jesus sign, who are like screaming at everyone. That's Whitney, but with like a sign of like Lisa Barlow. Like, she's so obsessed. It's getting like kind of like ridiculous how obsessed she is with Lisa Barlow. And I just don't understand why she is still here. When is she gonna give us a real storyline? Now, she comes here and at the end of the episode try to play the victim. The only thing that I'm guilty of is having a business. I'm failing. I put all of my money and Justin's money and it fails and it's horrible. Literally, like 5 minutes after the episode is out, there is a statement from Wild the Whitney's brand, saying that Whitney now has sole ownership of her business again, and that it's gonna go into a new direction. I think the whole thing is just so weird because we have seen the TikTok videos, we have seen the people speaking about the scam that Whitney Rose was running allegedly, So why can you just open an honest to God business? Why do you have to go and get into all of this mess, especially if you are going to be on a reality TV show? I just don't understand how they think that they can get away with all of this. But then she acting like a victim and crying, and I'm glad that Brittany has her press. That she's like, ugh, I'm not gonna buy your bullshit. Um, and I think that's where we are right now. Honestly, such a good episode. They're doing a great job. I mean, of course, Lisa Barlow is returning, so I think she's gonna give us her usual, really good TV and the one-liners that we really love and that we really, really enjoy. So let me know how you guys feel about that first episode of Salt Lake City. All right, I think we have to move on. I have a couple of other pieces of tea. First of all, it has been confirmed there is a spin-off from Summer House, and I think we all saw this coming. I just didn't expect Kyle and Amanda to actually be part of this. So of course there's gonna go. I mean, I think that it's a working title, but they say it's like in the city. So they're gonna be leaving the party house in the Hamptons and now going to like show us their actual life in the city. It makes sense. Lindsay's a mom now. Like people want to actually see what she's gonna be doing now. And also Kyle and Amanda are gonna be moving into the show, which is going to be a very different kind of show, I think. I still would love to have Kyle, specifically Kyle on Summer House. I would love him to be doing appearances. I think that when he is by himself, he just goes crazy, and gave us great reality TV. But like every time that he's with Amanda, it's kind of like a different person. And I think that's the person that we're going to be seeing on this new show. Now, for the surprise here is that apparently Andrea and his wife Lexi will be returning for this show. And you know that Andrea has like, girl, like this man, like we were all obsessed with him, because that the abs will be abding, and the body is snatching, and like this man is literally an Italian god, okay? But he's married, so he's gonna be bringing his wife Lexi, and there are rumors that Luke might also be returning to the show, but we are not that know that for sure, and also a couple of new faces. So that means that Paige DeSorbo will be kind of like out unless they actually bring her to this new show, but I have no idea. But she's not returning to Summer House, and Sierra is stuck in Summer House. So that's interesting, like Sierra by herself with like a whole new like group of people, like the anchors of Summer House. Who are going to be the anchors of Summer House? Like Sierra, Jesse, Wes. Who else do we have over there? Well, Carl, but I don't think Carl is gonna return it. I don't know. This is just a huge mess, but I think is the right thing to do. Also, I think that Summer House need a revamp. Need a reboot kind of thing. Soft reboot, but still, because it was getting too boring, to be honest with you. Now let's talk a little bit about Real House of New Jersey. No news over there, but Melissa Gorga gave a statement saying that she heard what Teresa Giudice had to say. Teresa Giudice said some days ago, that to Jeff Lewis actually, that she was open to start filming again or to have a conversation with Melissa Gorga and of course Joe Gorga eventually, and see how that could work out. I think that's, of course, very interesting. And Melissa Gorga is reacting to it, She says, look, that door has been closed for almost 2 years. So it's kind of like interesting to see how this is going to look. Now, it's not like she doesn't believe Teresa, but she's also saying, I mean, let's look into like the timing, you know? So she's saying that is Teresa just doing this because she needs to return to the show, or is she being like real and she wants to like open that door? I believe that it's a little bit of both. At the end of the day, I will always be Team Teresa, and I think that Bravo will making the biggest mistake of their lives if they fire Teresa, you know. But I also believe that we are tired of the same shit, of the same family discussion going over and over and over, you know. So I believe that they are basically telling her, look, you guys, if you guys want to come back, you guys have to fix your shit, and we cannot be talking about the same thing over and over and over, you know. Um, I I don't know. I hope so. I have been saying along like many times, I'm a sucker for family, and I there is something about Joe Gorga and Teresa Judah that I want them to see back together. I want them to be the brother and sister that they are supposed to be to each other. You know what I mean? I don't care about Melissa's and Teresa relationship. I think they need to be cordial for each other and for their families, but they don't have to be best friends. But they definitely are gonna have to be able to like film together and actually like be cordial. So that will be interesting to see how that like works out, and if both of them are able to leave the past in the past. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys feel about that one in the comments below. Now, um, let's talk a little bit. Okay, well, this is very quickly, but Candace Diller just said that there is, that they have been teasing this major surprise that is coming to the traders. But she said, she confirmed that she's gonna be cussing someone out. Like Candace is going all the way out on the traders, and it's going to be insane. So I don't know if that's the big shocking thing that Alan was trying to say that it was going to happen on the traders. But one thing that I can tell you is that this next season is going to be insane. Okay, now Dancing with the Stars is out there. First episode went on Monday. Everyone is really, really talking about it. I think like Disney definitely like put a lot of money because they did a really good job. All eyes are right now specifically on what is Steve Irvine's son. Is it Freddie or Frankie? I think it's Freddie. But anyways, all eyes are on him. He did an amazing job, but also surprisingly, Whitney from Secret Life of Mormon Wives did an amazing job. So they are top of the board right now. But people are also supporting a lot Dylan and the girl who used to do Topanga, and also the girl who used to do Parent Trap. All of them did a really, really good job. And also Jen Affleck did a great job, so it's definitely, I think they did a great job. But and most of the important things is that they have people talking about it, which the last few seasons that was kind of like going down on social media, and now people are kind of like re-reacting again, I'm really talking about the show again. So I think it's very interesting to see what they're trying to do, and I think they're doing a great job. What else? I have a couple of things over here before we go. Okay. There are reports that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco will actually be getting married on September 27th. This is insane. This is kind of like where people were saying that, the end of the days were coming, and they keep saying like different dates. Girl, first they say that, it was going to be on September 13th, and now they're saying that it was going to be on September 27th. According to The Sun, they are literally saying that it's going to be on September 27th, and that it's going to be on a private state in Santa Barbara, It was said that it was going to be in Montecito, California, which is kind of around the same place, so maybe they have it like around there. But they're saying that it's going to be in Santa Barbara, and that they have rent out the exclusive El Encanto hotel for the guests to stay. But apparently the venue is being kept a secret for now, even from the wedding guests. According to the Sun, all guests will be picked up and driven to the location without knowing their destination ahead of time. Everyone is so excited despite the mystery. They know it will be an amazing time. Again, we have major people coming here. We have Paris Hilton, we have Ed Sheeran, we have A-list actors coming to this event. Britney Spears was invited to this event. Like, we have like so many people that are supposed to be part of this event. Taylor Swift, like, girl, like, this is going to be the wedding of the year for sure, and they are trying to have a lot of security. Now, this is funny. I have been reporting about this on my Spanish channel because this is mostly like a Latino thing. But for some reason, it's literally now like dropping into TMC. And if you know that if TMC is reporting on this, you know that it's like people are talking about this. So there is this influencer. Her name is Isabella Ladera. And she used to be with this Colombian singer called BEVERLY. Okay. Well, a sex tape was leaked. They are no longer together. A sex tape was leaked, and she is suing him for dropping the sex tape. Now, you will think that this is an easy situation, but there are so much related to this. You have no idea how much I've been reporting about this, because they are cheaters. Both of them were cheating on their respective partners when they got together. Then they got into a fight. The guy has been exposed for being like an asshole and a bit of that. Like, it has been bad, and now she's also like being exposed for being a horrible girlfriend, and now she's crying because she got a sex tape leaked. He is denying it. She's saying that only the two of them had the videotape. Like, this is messy, but I think it was funny that TMC is reporting on it because I didn't think that it was going to be such a big thing. Oh, I mean, she's an influencer. She's a big like Latino influencer, and he is a very big Colombian singer, but yeah, I have no idea. So yeah, let me know. And talking about big surprises, so Coachella also put out there who is going to be the heading, the next Coachella. And there is a bunch of people, but of course the big ones is Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and Karol G. Karol G is also a huge Colombian singer, and she is going to be the first huge Colombian singer to head Coachella. She sang already over there before, but it was amazing. Everyone went crazy. But she is literally like doing the same numbers like Shakira, So this is going to be crazy. I have never really wanted to go to Coachella. I think it's like such a mess, like, girl, like, I can't, But this one looks really good because I love Sabrina Carpenter. I like Justin Bieber, but Karol G, I know her show is going to be insane. And then, of course, there is like 1,000 other people that are going to be playing at Coachella. So let me know in the comments below if you're planning to go to Coachella. What is your plan over there? And last but no least, I mean, we cannot talk about pop culture without constantly talking about what is happening with Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel has been fired. His show has been put on pause indefinitely by ABC after some comments that he did about Charlie Kirk death. A lot of people are extremely pissed. This is a very political situation, and that politics are not my thing. The only thing that I do know is that the Republicans are pissed, and then Democrats are super pissed. But like censoring someone of talking on TV or whatever is not what the United States it's all about. At the end of the day, we're here because we're supposed to be able to say whatever we want. We have freedom of speech. We are is the First Amendment. I think so, yeah. So like I think it's wild to me. Hollywood is on fire right now. Everyone is attacking ABC. They are trying to cancel ABC, Disney, all of that, And now it's being reported that the FFC is trying to tell Jimmy that if he wants his show back, that he needs to like issue an apology and donate money to Charlie's thing that he had. I don't know, but I don't know if it's going to happen, you know. So now it is a huge fight that is erupting everywhere. Let me know what you guys feel about that one in the comments below, but that's what is happening, and we cannot, again, talk about pop culture in this channel without mentioning these kind of things, even though we are not about the politics. It's what is happening in this world right now, okay? So that's what is going on. Let me know in the comments below about everything. Thank you for being here. You guys have been amazing. I love you guys. I'm receiving all of your messages. Again, if you want to support me and my channel, because none of my channels, not the other one, not this one, not TikTok, nothing is monetized right now, and I don't know when it's going to happen. So the only way that you can support me is through PayPal, and the link is on the description below. Every dollar goes a very long way, and we keep fighting, guys. We keep fighting over here. We need 4,000 watch hours, and we are at 500 right now. So make sure to watch, rewatch, and triple watch every single video of mine that you can find over there, okay? If you find a video that has less than 1,000 views, go and watch it, guys. Go and watch, all right? Thank you again. I love you. You have been amazing. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.